Hi guys, welcome back to Overbite Gaming, and today I'm doing a first impressions video. This video is of Metal Gear Survive. Now, this one, kind of everybody wants to shit on it before it even gets out the gate because of what happened with Kojima, Konami, and where Konami is going as a gaming company. Pachinko. So, what can it bring? I mean, it's coming into the loaded zombie survival horror genre. We have so many games from that, it's ridiculous. But it's Konami, it's using the Fox engine that Metal Gear Solid 5 did. It's a nice looking engine, and it has the Konami weirdness, it still has that, but it's done boringly. You have the weirdness, but there's no real hook to it. You're just this guy that's put in this world to like build a base and survive. It's doing a good job as gradually introducing new things. I just got the ability to upgrade my character, which is nice. But the desert is kind of boring. It's kind of sparse. There's not a lot going on in it. Having played like Mad Max and seeing how a desert can be done right, it's a huge step down from that. The combat is combat. It's nothing special. I mean, I haven't got a gun yet. I'm using melee weapons. I'm using a spear to poke at zombies. The zombies themselves, I'm really mixed about. They have a unique look because they've got like half a head with this glowing crystal poking out of it. I think they're cubo crystals. Someone will correct me if I'm wrong. But because you've not got a head and you're lacking the sort of human face, it makes them so much less creepy. Creepy is what's familiar, just given a slight tweak. Whereas these guys with their glowing crystal bonces are just, they're not scary. They're just bodies that run at you. It's ridiculous. It is very easy to get overwhelmed by them. You have to pick your attacks very carefully, and running is very valid. I have been killed. I couldn't work out how to get away from a zombie until I came across the right trigger icon. It was flashing at me in a very cluttered bit of the interface, which is nice. The menus on this game are terrible. They're just awful. It's menu after menu, and you're going in, it's in different places, and then you have to switch it between stuff, and it's very confusing. And it's not, even though it has a lot of cutscenes and a lot of wordiness to it, it doesn't do that great a job preparing you. It's more of like finding out for yourself how things work. It will give you like splash screens when you learn something new that tells you stuff, but it's walls of text. It's not very interesting. And the conversations, they're terrible. I mean, you have the few cutscenes, and the cutscenes are up to the usual quality that we would expect from Metal Gear, but a lot of them are just kind of like these cards that pop up, and it says what's on the card, and it lays down, and a new one pops up, and you just keep going, and it lasts forever. I'm not joking, there is a 5-minute cutscene of just a wall of security monitors that you're looking at. It's awful. The game itself plays okay. The sort of jog speed is very slow. You can run, but that decreases your stamina. I do like how they're working health and stamina in this game, because it will recover, but will only recover up to a certain point. And that point is reliant on how well fed or how much you've drunk. Your hydration, basically. So it's nice to see the survival element work in that kind of way, rather than just being a ticking clock, which you have to do, which still is the case, and resources are relatively hard to find. I like hunting animals. It's quite satisfying having a fried gerbil, which is new and interesting. You can upgrade your character. As I said, I've just unlocked it and got my first upgrade, and you do this by collecting the Kube crystals. You can get them from fallen zombies, or you can get them from stacks of the crystal that you break and pick up afterwards. It's not really grabbing me, if I'm honest. It's serviceable. It's nowhere near as fun as something like Dead Rising, something that does the zombie horde thing much better, and it's just so much more fun. This is a serviceable game. I don't think it necessarily deserves the shit it's probably going to get, purely because of where it's coming from. But it does have a few things that are nasty, such as not the DLC, but having to buy save slots. That's weird and new. I don't really plan on having multiple characters. Hell, I probably won't play a whole bunch more of this unless it gets really good really fast, because I'm kind of bored with it. Just running around from my base to a little bit, coming back, uploading what I found, getting the resources that I've gotten from my little surgeon, and then doing it again. to another bit and getting another memory board. I've just got the ability to craft an oxygen tank, which you need to go into the dust, which is this big wall of, well, dust. It hasn't really explained much more than that to me. You do have support back from Earth, because you've been sort of black hole portaled through to this world from this guy. I think he's called Good Luck. And there's just nothing to it. I mean, at least with the Metal Gear Solid games, even the ones that were sort of a bit more loopy, Metal Gear Solid 2, I'm looking at you, it really hooked you in from the start. It didn't really need to, like, for you to acclimatize to it. It was like, you do the tank a bit in Metal Gear Solid 2, and then you raid, and you're like, what's going on here? Okay, I'm on this thing. And it always moved, but because this is an open world, and you sort of do it at your own pace, there's nothing driving you through, and you're kind of stuck in this weird alternate universe where you hit glowing zombies with a pipe. It's not good, it's not terrible, it's not going to be up there for Game of the Year or anything like that. I would wait for it to come down in price. I did pay the full whack for it to play it for you guys because I'm so generous, which was I think £35 on Steam. So it's not as expensive as some, but I would certainly wait. I mean, maybe if you get it for 20, that might be reasonable. I mean, it does look like there's an awful lot of game to it. Because I've heard once you finish the main story, you can continue to explore the world. So you have a lot of content for your money. So if you're one of those guys that can't afford many games, maybe look at it, but look at it when it's a lot cheaper. Anyway, guys, that's my first impressions of Metal Gear Survive. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know what you thought about the game down below. And if you'd like to, you can like, comment, and subscribe down there. And always ring that bell if you're subscribed. Then you'll get to know whenever our videos come out, which is Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Spoiler, still ring the bell. Okay, guys, Snare takes over next week. So, see you later, guys.